Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Wishing You Well podcast. I'm your host, health coach Maria Patrick, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Today's episode is an invitation to put down your phone and come back to yourself. What we're going to talk about is doing something simple, almost nostalgic, but yet it's incredibly powerful for your health, your nervous system, and your peace of mind. Today we're going to talk about something that's become all the rage, creating an analog basket. What is an analog basket? You can use a bag if you don't have a basket, or even a box. What it is, it's a beautiful, intentional collection of things that you can reach for instead of reaching for your phone. Because, let's be honest, most of us don't mean to scroll on our phones for 20 minutes or an hour or more. It just happens. And when we're done, we don't usually feel better. We feel distracted and drained and sometimes even anxious or disconnected. So today we're going to talk about this lovely way to detox. But I'm also going to walk you through why scrolling affects your brain and your body, the healing power that analog activities have, and exactly how to create your own analog basket, one that you'll actually use and love, hopefully as much as I do mine. So let's start with why we reach for our phones, and we'll try to have a compassionate and graceful approach to this, because your phone is not the enemy. It's designed to pull you in. Every notification, every swipe, every just one more video, one more short, one more Instagram post, it gives your brain a tiny hit of dopamine. Dopamine is that feel-good chemical that says, oh, that was interesting, let's do it again. But here's the catch. It's quick dopamine. It's like sugar. It's fast, but it's also fleeting. And it often leaves your nervous system feeling overstimulated. So instead of feeling calm, you feel wired. Instead of feeling fulfilled, you're left feeling a little empty. And over time, this constant stimulation can end up increasing anxiety and disrupting your focus and affecting your sleep and disconnecting your mind and your body from one another, especially if you're scrolling into the night or if your digital devices are the first thing you reach for in the morning. So this is where the analog basket can become a beautiful act of self-care. An analog basket is exactly what it sounds like. It's a physical basket or box or container, and it's filled with simple screen-free activities that can bring you back to yourself. Think of it as your nervous system reset kit. So, instead of scrolling, you already have the answer right there waiting for you. It's your basket, your analog basket. And here's the magic of it. When something is easy to reach and it's already prepared, you're much more likely to choose it. It's not about willpower, although that does play a role here. It's about creating something that is a pathway back to yourself, to your creativity, to your presence, to being calm and relaxed. Why is this so important and powerful, and why does this work so beautifully? It's because analog activities are things that you can actually touch, hold, create. They engage your brain in a completely different way than our screens do, because they slow us down. They bring us into the present moment. They activate something that I've talked about in many previous episodes, the parasympathetic nervous system. That's our rest and digest state. And that's where the healing in our body and our mind happens. So when you're doing something like writing in a journal, coloring or painting, knitting or crocheting, reading a physical book or a magazine, doing a puzzle, baking or cooking, your breath naturally slows. Your heart rate settles. Your mind stops racing. And something else is going to happen too. You're going to reconnect with yourself, your inner self. Not someone else's highlight reel, not breaking news, not endless opinions, just you, your thoughts, your creativity, your intuition. And that is incredibly powerful. So let's talk now about how to create your analog basket. And we're going to make it simple, practical, and fun. I want you to imagine creating something that feels like a gift that you would give to someone whom you love, but it's going to be a gift just for you. Step one is to choose your vessel. It could be a woven basket. It could be a decorative box. It could be a tote bag. It could even be a drawer. It doesn't have to be expensive. It most definitely can be something that you already own or something that you can purchase or create inexpensively. What you'll want to do is make it feel cozy and inviting and beautiful and tempting, because you're more likely to use something that looks and feels special. Step two is to make it personal. You're going to add things into your analog basket or bag or box or drawer that feel good to you. Not the things that you think you should do, but what you're actually drawn to. So here are some ideas to inspire you. If you would like to express your creative and calm side, add in a journal and a favorite pen. Add in some colored pencils or markers and some pages, paper or a notebook or an adult coloring book. Perhaps you'll throw in a watercolor set. If you're looking to engage yourself mentally, add in a book that you're excited to read, or a couple of magazines that interest you, or a puzzle, or some word searches or crosswords. If you're looking for something that's soothing and repetitive, put in some knitting or crochet, an embroidery set, some beading. If you're looking for something that would be sensory and grounding to you, maybe you'll want a soft blanket, maybe a candle to light, or even one that's battery operated, maybe some essential oils, maybe a lovely lotion. If you're looking for something that's heart-centered, that will help you on an emotional level, maybe you'll put in a gratitude journal or some blank note cards to write to people whom you love, or maybe some affirmation cards to lift you up. You don't need everything. Just a few items is perfect. Perfect is personal. It could be 2, 4, 8 items. Whatever is good for you will be perfect. Step number 3 is key. You want to make it easy to use. If your analog basket is hidden away someplace in a closet or under your bed, you're not going to use it. Place it somewhere visible. That's why you'll want to make it attractive looking, because you'll want to keep it right next to your couch or your easy chair, or right by your bed, or in your favorite relaxation corner. You'll want to make that basket your go-to. Step 4 is to create a gentle ritual around using your basket, meaning that when you go to reach for your phone, you check your basket first. Or maybe you bargain with yourself, negotiate and say, I'm not going to use my phone, I'm not going to allow myself even to use it until I spend 30 or more minutes with my analog basket. Just take a pause and make a choice that's going to work for you. The last step is to figure out what the best times are to use your analog basket. There are certain times of the day where reaching for that basket can be especially powerful. For instance, in the morning, instead of reaching for your phone first thing, reach for your analog basket and write a couple of sentences in your journal, or read a few pages of whatever book you're reading, or pull out an affirmation card. These steps will set the tone for your entire day. So rather than flooding yourself with messages from your phone, you'll be doing something that's just for you first thing. In the evening, your analog basket can be very important to you. It can really be a big part of your evening because scrolling at night overstimulates the brain and disrupts our sleep. Our analog baskets can become the perfect wind down ritual. Think about doing things like coloring or light reading or sipping tea or lighting your candle or some gentle journaling. These activities signal to your body that it's time to relax now. Another time to grab for your basket is those in-between times when you're got those little pockets of time that where we typically reach for our phones, when you're waiting for something, when you're sitting on the couch, when you're feeling bored, when you're in a waiting room, when you have a particularly long commute. You don't have to take your whole basket with you if it's not small and portable and lightweight, but you can grab a few things from it and add that into your backpack or your tote bag or your briefcase. Anytime you reach for your basket or a few of the contents in it, it will be creating a beautiful opportunity for you to reconnect and relax. So let me say this part clearly. You don't have to give up your phone. That's not what I'm suggesting. I am recording this podcast using my laptop and my iPad. So I'm not one to say that we have to go on a complete digital detox. That's not the goal. The goal is to find balance. The goal is to give ourselves alternative options that are more nourishing to us, options that are kinder and gentler to our mind and our body. And some days you're still going to scroll. I get a lot of information from watching YouTube videos and going on Instagram. I follow a lot of other health coaches and I get recipe ideas and inspiration for my business. And that's all okay. Use it if it's making you feel better. But on other days or other times, make the effort to reach for your basket instead of your devices. And maybe those moments will begin to add up. You'll begin to reach for your basket more. And what you may notice is that in your life, you'll start to feel calmer and have more clarity and maybe more creativity and hopefully more connection. So today I'm inviting you to create your very own analog basket. Make it beautiful and make it yours. Let it be something that provides a small sanctuary to you, a place that you can return to again and again. And remember that every time you choose presence over distraction, you're supporting yourself. You're supporting your mind, your body, and your spirit. I hope you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful. I know for a fact that you can pick up your phone and search for the words analog basket and get no shortage of ideas of how to create one and what to put in it. So once you have it set up, I hope that you choose your basket over your phone more often than not. And I hope that in doing so, you'll be nourishing and healing your mind, your body, and your spirit. And every time you reach for your basket, know that I'm making those same choices as well. And until next time, I am wishing you well.